Hey guys, good morning, Sunday morning. So I went out and fed Meowsy, and I'm happy to say I can consistently go out and pet her. Now, when I say consistently, that means just every day I can go out and pet her. Uh, I can pet her when she's eating, which is more of a big deal because normally animals don't like to be touched or whatever when they're eating. Usually, after she eats, she'll cuddle off. So when she's eating, it's really the only time. When she's kind of sitting up there, I just kind of sit down in the chair and just chill with her. But in the mornings when I feed her, basically she looks for pets first before she eats. It's like Venti. So I'll go out, she'll be at the door, and I'll have the food, and she'll circle around me like a normal cat, like a house cat would. She'll circle around me and sit there and just, you know, and I'll pour the food and I'll put it down, and then I can go ahead and she doesn't like I said she doesn't like head rubs. She only likes the longer pets. So I want that's back by her tail. She's like oh, oh yes. Um, but she purrs real loud. Like you can as she's crunching, you can hear her purring. You can hear it through that the crunch that she does. So yeah, she'll just sit there and make biscuits, and so I'm able to, like I say, consistently pet her every day. Before it was like maybe once in a while, whenever she was in the mood, but every day now it seems. I go out, give her food, and I can just, as long as I don't make any sudden movement, she doesn't care about the whole me, bending over to pet her. As long as I don't make, a shuffle, kind of movement or something that scares her. Yeah, I can the entire time she's eating, I can just sit there and you know pet her. So I'd say that's a huge win and progress. Went from not being able to pet her to petting her sometimes, like once in a blue moon, to consistently every day being able to pet her. Now, again, most likely it's because she's pregnant and their emotion levels and their affection goes up and all that because they're becoming more nurturing. Uh, so I can kind of chalk it up to that. But it's actually a good state for her to, you know, to be in. Not the whole pregnant state, but that whole over more sensitive. Because even after she's not pregnant anymore, she's still going to retain pretty much what we've done. So she's still going to wait out there. Just it's become a routine. So maybe. I mean, there's a chance that she's just go back to being afraid of everything, but she knows me. She knows. She knows my touch. It's like, well, John, the way you put it like that, maybe you're the father of the kittens. No, silly goof. Um, but yeah, so I'm consistent and just go out. Look at the kitty. I want to pet the kitty. Pet, pet, pet. I am petting the kitty. So stupid. But yeah, it's also freezing. I'm out there. Fucking, I wake up. I sleep in my boxers and shorts, and I'm out there fucking freezing still. It's like 30 something degrees out. I'm out there, fucking boxers and everything. And I'm sure hopefully today I'll be seeing Venti. It seems like he's back on that 2 day schedule. So, last week I saw him, and then, on the Tuesday, and then I saw him on Friday. So today I should be seeing him. Today or tomorrow. He'll be around. He'll be around. So, yeah, progress. Progress City. I just reference so many fucking things that people don't understand or hopefully understand. But, yeah, he'll be around. He'll be around. And he'll do the same. He'll come up here and roll around a bit. Go outside. And he'll sit down and like, pet me. Pet me, daddy. And then he'll sit here for a little while. And I mean, before, when he was not feeling well, he would sit up here for hours. Now he's back to just kind of sitting with me for a little bit. And then he's like, all right, I'm head out. So, at least I know he's fine. I mean, if he doesn't want to stay here very long, that's fine. As long as I get to see him, as long as I get to love on him for a little bit, and as long as he eats and all that, just a little bit, because like I said, he stays over where there's a bunch of other cats, so I'm sure there's food over there. So, probably some little old lady's house or something. There's a place that we passed in the mornings. Not the second guy. It's like, I think it's the final guy we pick up. But there's a cat. The house has like 7, 8 cats sitting outside of it. They all look the same though, which is weird. Looks like someone learned the shadow clone technique. But we passed. They're all outside. They're on the porch, and they're all just like waiting at the door. So it's pretty much kind of like Meowsy. Either they're waiting to get in, or they're waiting to be fed. But there's like 7 of them. And I'm like, I want to take all of you home. I've always said that if I had my own property, I would just collect every cat I could. You know, if it's stray, it's coming home with me. I'd be the crazy cat guy. Of course, my house wouldn't smell like cat piss because I'd get them all fucking fixed. That's a problem with like the crazy cat ladies. It's like they smell like piss because they don't get any of them fixed or anything. So they just have like 30 fucking cats and he's like, I need to bring them in all of them from the cold. But then they just start spraying all over the place. You know, the litter box would be like overflowing with shit, and then they'll end up shitting all over the place. No, if I would get them all fixed in mass. But I've always wanted to like just live out in the country, you know, just away from everything, away from everyone. A nice large piece of land, or not a large piece of land, just a small piece of land, large enough for a small house and an area I could put up. Because if I had all those cats, I would definitely build in a make a fence. Because they're only so clever that if the fence is tall enough, they're not going to be able to jump over it. And they're not dogs or anything. They're not going to be able to just sit there and dig their way out. So I would definitely have a fenced-in area with lots for them to do, shelters and all that. That's what I would do. I make my house almost like in a steel cage. It's like one of the steel cages for dogs, except it'd be around my whole house, and it'd have a top on it. That'd actually be pretty funny, building like a steel cage around your house, and then having like perpetually just blanket the sun out, because then you could put like a tarp or some kind of roofing over that, so your house is always shaded. But then it takes away the fun of snow. I'd like to go outside and see snow in the yard, not just around the yard, outside the borders, because I got a roof thing going on. Be like a dome type thing. But, yeah, that's what I would do. Take a lot of money, though. I'd also like to have vintage cars, but that's something I'm never going to be able to do in my lifetime. It'll take fucking 3 lifetimes before I can not only afford a vintage car, but be able to, continuously, maintenance and all that on it. Those things are not fucking cheap, especially when they don't have the parts anymore. I mean, sometimes you get lucky and find a part you need in a fucking dump and you just gotta fix it. But yeah, vintage cars, they are very expensive to take care of. That's why around here a lot of vintage cars are just sitting there not being restored because, they must have got them at a point where they were able to get the car, but then they're like, oh, I don't have nearly enough money to restore and fix and all that. But that's what I want to do. Live out in the country, have a nice little kind of garage area with vintage cars, and have cats. Perfect life for me. But anyways, that's gonna do it for me. You guys know the drill. Progress has been made. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.